Hi there, welcome to this live stream. This is Sherry Rothwell, Nutrition Wisdom. And I wanted to do this quick video to share with you a little bit about something that I notice that people get confused about when it comes to healing themselves. Now, I'm going to intend to make this no longer than 15 minutes, but I'm actually going to aim for like 8 minutes. If you don't know me, I'm a holistic nutritionist specializing in weight loss, and I also teach at the Canadian School of Natural Nutrition. And when I'm there, I have like 3-hour-long classes. So sometimes I find when I do these live streams, I tend to go on and on forever. But one of the things that I notice that people get confused about is why is it that certain people have similar diseases or named diseases, and they take two completely seemingly opposite approaches, and yet both of those diets they attribute to part of the process of healing themselves. And I talk about this a lot in my classes at CSNN because there are so many different diets that you can use to heal a person. So I want to, or to heal yourself, right? So one of the things that I want to highlight here is that it's not the diet that heals the person, it's not the practitioner that heals the person, or one thing that a person does that allows their body to heal, but it's a synergistic approach of all different types of things that they do and put together for themselves that actually help their body to heal itself. So it's actually your body's vital healing force that does the healing. So why, though, is it that you have two people, let's say you go on the internet and you search something like how to heal yourself of cancer naturally, or how stories of people who've healed themselves of cancer naturally, or like say something like an autoimmune disease. These are two examples of conditions that if you go and do a search like that in Google or YouTube, you'll hear stories from people that it seems like they're doing something completely different from each other and completely opposite. So two particular types of programs that you'll see that people will explain that they've used to heal themselves. You know, another thing we could throw in there is something like food sensitivities. What they find is that you'll notice that people will say, oh, it was the raw food diet that cured me, or it was the GAPS diet that healed me, or it was going zero carb completely that healed me, right? You'll find all of these three different things that seem a lot different from one another, yet people attribute them to major components of their path to healing themselves. So I think what confuses people is they don't understand why that works because those diets seem so different. Let's take, for example, somebody going on a ketogenic diet and actually going so far that they're literally having zero carbohydrates and just eating protein and fat for the purpose, let's say, for something like cancer, to starve the cancer cells because sugar feeds cancer cells. Then you have another person who tells you a story about how they healed themselves of cancer by actually going on a raw food diet, which does not contain foods that are cooked and do not contain any animal foods. So it seems like the totally opposite approach, right? Because one is got cooked foods in it, it has animal products in it. The other diet has full of fruits and vegetables, lots of natural sugars in it. Oh, hey, thanks, I saw a heart, yay! And I see Courtney joined. Hey, Courtney. It's kind of nice actually using this right through Facebook rather than be live because I can actually see who's here and say hi to you. So why? How is it that these two diets are so different, yet people claim that they are major aspects of their healing process? Well, it's not about what's different about those diets that allows those diets to be something, a certain approach that would actually support the body's vital healing process. We have to actually look at what is the same about those things. They seem so different. One is meat, no carbs, no vegetables, right? The other is full of fruits and vegetables, raw food only. But here's what they have in common. They don't have dairy. They don't have grains. okay? And they don't have starchy vegetables. We don't like to eat starchy vegetables raw, do we, right? Like, you don't want to just go pick up a potato and eat it, or a yam and eat it without cooking it. So actually, why those diets are so helpful for healing conditions is because they actually support the body by eliminating certain foods that impede the vital healing process. So it's actually what's the same about those diets that allows a person to heal. So I hope that gives you some insight into why it is that two people might tell you they have the same condition and swear that the opposite approaches will work. So if you're watching this and you're struggling with a health imbalance and you're doing a search on Google or YouTube looking to hear from stories of people who've healed themselves naturally using food as medicine, you might get really confused because you see these opposite stories. But the truth is, it's really about what's the same about those diets. They literally, and here's one other thing that is the same. They completely eliminate processed foods, right? So there's, the three things that they have in common. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this again. What they have in common is 0 processed foods. Okay, they also have in common no disaccharides. Okay, these are double sugar molecules that are difficult to digest. And if you have an inflamed intestine, which all of the conditions that I mentioned, autoimmune disease, food sensitivities, cancer, have an immune or an inflammatory aspect to it. And so when you eat foods that have disaccharides in them, double sugar molecules, which are grains, dairy, and starchy vegetables, it makes it difficult for the person to heal because the inflammation won't go down. Okay, so those 3 diets eliminate those things. So when you eliminate them, people go into healing mode. So we got dairy, we've got grains, starchy vegetables, and no processed foods eliminated. And this is the same approach that people use to balance their blood sugar. Okay, so all of the inflammatory diseases that exist out there can benefit from doing what is the same about all the healing diets. Okay, there's key aspects that are absolutely the same thing, even though they look so different on the outside, that are actually the key to supporting your body to heal itself. And that's what we're all about here at Nutrition Wisdom. This is basically my site, nutritionwisdom.ca, and this page is all about taking your health into your own hands and healing yourself. Okay, so I'm happy to be here and to support you in any way that you desire to be supported through, consulting, if that's what you need, or coaching, or just, a place to come to be inspired and to learn more about how to, assume responsibility for your health. And, the first part of that is to truly decide that you're not a victim of your health and to actually get the information that you need that will inspire you and motivate you to take action to heal yourself. So if you are looking to heal yourself using food as medicine and you actually have been diagnosed with a named disease, I recommend that you go to Google or YouTube and type in the search engine, "How I Healed Myself Naturally of," and you'll start to hear a lot of different stories from people. And that will inspire you and give you insight into what your next steps are. So you want to learn from people that have actually been in your shoes. Okay, so I like to help people with weight loss because and hormonal imbalances also, because those have been areas in my life where I had struggled in the past. And I know exactly what it needs to happen in order to overcome those struggles. So that's what I specialize in. But I love to just teach nutrition in general because it's a passion of mine. So make sure that you like this page if you're a nutrition junkie, and if you want to lose weight and you understand that there's like an emotional component to that, and you want to lose more than just the weight and actually up-level your life in the process and use your weight loss journey as a catalyst to transform your life. Make sure you check the groups associated with this page because I have a free group there that you can join. And if you are a health coach, fitness instructor, holistic nutritionist, somebody who's passionate about food and you use food in your business, then I would welcome you to join our Holistic Nutritionpreneurs group, also associated with this page, where you can make sure that you don't miss out on videos like this. And also, you can go to my website and join my email list to make sure that you get a little bit of everything if all of those topics are interesting to you. All right, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next live stream. Bye for now. Thanks for joining, Courtney. And hey, Dan, I see you now. Bye for now.